thank you for, speaking on Sanetta's show about the gay community and all that. You really broke it down, and I like how you broke it down and explained that some of these that came back for a reason due to some. Please explain.
We're seeing the proliferation, which some people feel is a pandemic of the expression of men who are actually male souls that have come back to express their male nature inside of the body of the woman, and vice versa. There are women's souls that are in a body of a man. And the reason that they've done this is because in antiquity, they were not permitted to be who it is that they've always wanted to be. So they have come back with not just a vengeance, but they've come back with a very clear memory of suppression. And they are, some people may say flagrant, but I would say they are just very clear about who they are, why they're here, and what they are here to achieve. I personally, I don't understand it because I am not part of that community, but I understand the spiritual reason and causation why they are here. And it's very important for people to have understanding about and compassion for whatever those things may be, just the way that you would have compassion for an animal or a child who is sick, or just another different life form that may be from a different planet or a star seed. Their ways are not your ways, and your ways are what they are, and something that you've come up with, but there's a purpose behind everything. I gave a seminar called the Love Seminar, and I go deep into that particular subject. And, that'll be available sometime next year again, because we do it every February.
No, I like that because you had explained it very well, and then it caught my. I said, because I had cousins that turned out that way, but they're no longer alive. One of them is no longer alive, and another one is coming out, and I'm like, okay, I didn't even understand this, because I've said this before. One of my cousins, when I was like 7 years old, tried to kiss me, and I was like, what's going on with y'all? You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to go back to that house ever again because they tried that. So, when you,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's just not my energy. I come from a bunch of male family fathers that was just, women. They love women. So when that happened, I didn't want to go back to that household at all, and realize that, as I got older, I seen that sometimes I don't think they're born having sexual preference. I think it's just some people may be a little bit over feminized and a little bit over masculinized. That's what I feel. I don't think because gay means having sexual preference to have. I never seen a baby jump on top of the baby to try to have sex with it. So I don't see that. Never. And I have 9 children. Never seen this. So go ahead, brother. You have something to say? Yeah.
No, I'm listening. Yeah,
I never seen that. So, I'm like, okay, so when they're trying to promote their agenda, I understand. But like Professor Small says, just like we're trying to bring our ancestors through, Europe is trying to bring their ancestors. And some of us have been, genetically mixed up with some of these and bringing out some of these ancestors. That's what they're doing, from his perspective. Go ahead, please.
And I definitely, I heard that. And I remember, back in the 70s and the 80s, King Simon, I remember very clearly when you did see someone who was gay. I think that it was, they had a level of, they always had a level, the ones that I saw always had a level of class about them.
Yes.
And it was contained. It wasn't flagrant and audacious. And I think the audaciousness that is smeared in your face in much the way that maybe, when PB came up with the saying, you're a player hater, he did that to inoculate himself from the hatred that people get and the resentment of smearing his wealth, which most people are not, or his richness in their faces. That causes resentment in people.
Right.
And I think the flagrancy of wiping your sexual preference in the face of someone who doesn't understand it. I also think if there's a level of indecency that happens if I'm walking down the block with my grandson, who is, 5 years old, and there's a gay parade happening, I don't feel like it's something that they should be exposed to. Exactly. But I have to, stop him from seeing that until he gets to a point where he can interface with his own sexuality the way that it was intended to be, not have to explain why 2 men are holding hands or why 2 women are being flagrant. I just think that it has its place. And I think that society on the whole needs to be respected And I think acceptability is something that's attainable without the flagrancy and the insistence of kicking down and, we're here, we're this, we're that, and making swallow it. I don't think that's fair for any, but that's just my humble opinion.
I mean, yeah, I know, but it is what it is. I hope you do a whole class on that, because I know a lot of them are going through. You did say you do a whole class, and a lot of them are going through their own little confusion and all that. But they're promoting it to children, and I got 12 grandchildren. I'm not promoting that to my 12 grandchildren. My youngest is probably just almost a year. My oldest is 11. It's not time for that. They shouldn't even be thinking about all of that yet. No,
absolutely. There are other things in life that they need to learn, as opposed to making themselves a pronoun. It or they, her, him, like that. That's just, be a child first. Like, be a child as long as you can be a child. And, when you get to a young adult and that stuff comes upon you, figure that out then, but not at this young age.
And let me preface to anybody that's tuning in. I don't hate them. I may not promote that lifestyle. I don't hate them. I can't hate energy. I can't hate energy. Energy is going to do what it has to do on this world of experience, because Earth is the experience place.
For some, it will be a resurrection. For others, it will be the ultimate capstone to everything they've been seeking. If you are serious about life-changing spirituality and taking a mild or quantum leap in your evolution, join us today for 3 unique presentations. The Apotheosis Seminar, the new and dynamic healing modality of Ultra Nahata, and the brand new Awakening Seminar presentation, taught by Sri Master Gano Grills personally. Meet the official students of SMGG and the #1 community of light in Atlanta, Georgia at the International Airport. Early bird tickets and discount room and group rates are available at events.Galighticus.com.